would love to meet whoever built these walls. Too many lanes.
There's one of them. There's the other one.
Alright, so here's our next project. Sorry I didn't catch the demo and it was a pain in this. Everything was core filled, cinder block, pinned to a footing as well in here. But the driveway originally curved in right here, really kind of a weird angle to here. So we're gonna straighten it out. Here you can see our string line set up right there. We'll build this wall straight here, this wall over here. We'll go out 5 feet, steps will go right there. Then this wall will continue straight down to the edge of the driveway. My concrete guy's gonna come in here and pour a new concrete driveway right here at the end of the project. And then we also have a paver walkway going in over here. So the steps will come, this wall will be 5 feet off of here. Steps will come up right there. Then we'll have a paver walkway to their original stairs right there. So, got the invisible fence to watch out for right there. He's got it staked off for us. Should be a pretty nice project.
Back when they were putting stucco on everything.
Yeah, several years ago, I was living in a house that was turned at around 1890.
So we were demoing our wall, right? And these little guys fell out. There's one of them. There's the other one. And then the other two are tucked down in there. Little guys. So, I sacrificed a shirt. Put them in a pin box there, and they are taking a trip up to the Wildlife Rehabilitation Center after work there. So we've been watching for Mama, and she is not looking like she's going to be coming back. So they're going to go to the Wildlife Center. Yeah, just look at those little guys.
There's good contractors and bad contractors, both then and now. Now, as a good contractor, it's pretty easy for me to tell when I'm following up on the work of another good contractor, even if that was 60, 80 years ago. You can always tell when somebody went the extra mile on a job. But you can also tell when somebody skipped corners. And there was a builder that I worked for in Minneapolis that made his living by skipping corners while he was building homes. Now, I was his main dirt work contractor, but I didn't know that he was one of these shady contractors that like to cut corners when I first started working for him. It took me a little bit for me to realize just how bad he was, and I'm going to share that story with you in today's video. But let's check out what the boys got cooking on this job site.
Check it out. We got a fresh cicada, and Zach just spotted another one here. Look at those things. Man, those things are cool.
Now, I was young in my career, and this happened to be one of the first home builders that I had an opportunity to connect with and to deliver time and time again. Meaning, I was hired by him to dig all of his basements in Minneapolis. The writing should have been on the wall when, after I'd finished my first basement, the foundation was in, I did the finish grading, I got everything prepped and ready, and it came time to do the sod. Now, I was the dirt work contractor. At that point, I wasn't the finished landscaper, and I wasn't the one doing all of the final grading. But of course, he asked me to do it because a shady contractor that's screwing his customers is going to figure out a way to screw his subcontractors as well, and oh boy did he. He hired me to go ahead and do the finish grade and install the sod. The red flag should have been there when I went to put the sod in and I asked him about the black dirt, and he refused to put black dirt below the sod. This was pure clay. And I says, well, how are you going to guarantee that this sod is lit? Oh, we're going to water it. We're going to get it established for the homeowners. I was young and dumb, and I should never have believed him. So I went ahead and laid the sod, knowing that he took responsibility to make sure that that sod would live. Here's where the story gets really interesting. I had done about 25, maybe 30 homes for him before this caught up and bit me in the butt. At the end of the season, I handed him an invoice for all of these homes because not only would he not lay black dirt down, he wouldn't even pick up the garbage off from the lots. So I would go through and pick up all of the garbage from all of the other trades. I would go through and pick up all of the nails, all of the broken glass, all of the debris. I would get the yard raked and cleaned and spotless, all the contours laid out, and then I would lay the sod. I never got paid for any of that work. I never got paid for any of the, I got left holding the bag for $12,000 of just finish grading on multiple homes that he refused to pay me on. And I could have went through and did a lien waiver on each individual home. But here's the kicker. These were all individual homes that he was building, meaning that I would have had to individually apply a lien to each home and not the builder himself. He knew full well that my capability of liening each and every home was there, but the expense, because it costs an average of almost $400 to lien a home or to lien a property minimum back then, outweighed the expense of how much money I was going to make. So I ended up just getting screwed on the entire deal. But who really got screwed were the homeowners that had sod, that didn't have any black dirt, that had to live with those results for years later. And everything came into clear vision when months after a job was done, I would go out and visit it, and the sod would be completely dried up and shrunk. And he would say to me, well, what's going on with this bad sod that you laid? And I would just look down and go, pretty obvious, you didn't water it. If they're willing to cut corners on something as simple and basic as doing the right thing with the finished product, they're also cutting corners along the entire way.
Good morning, everybody. So me and Zach got this side pretty much done yesterday. A little bit of stuff to do, not very much. So we're gonna start demoing this wall today. And if it's built anything like the other side, it is gonna be a fight. Yeah, this other one was, whew. I would love to meet whoever built these walls, because they built the hell out of them. These things are like 50, 60 years old, and they probably would have lasted another 50 or 60 years. These things are something. So we're hoping that this side goes easier. It won't. We know it won't, but a guy can dream.
You know, this was my first time working with this home builder, and the mistake I made was assuming. I assumed when he said he was going to take measures to water the sod, that meant he was going to put in a sprinkler system to water the sod. But no, that would have cost extra money, and I should have known that that wasn't going to happen. Maybe he watered it once or twice, but by no means was this sod ever taken care of. And I didn't find out until too late.
Oh yeah, same thing over here. Doubled up. Hopefully these ones aren't core filled.
that first year working for him taught me a lot. The first thing it taught me is to never, ever compromise on your values. If you are working with a contractor and he's doing things that you wouldn't do on your job site, trust me, the end result is not going to be good for you. Maybe they won't directly screw you over like this guy did to me. But if he's willing to compromise on the quality of his work to his customers, how is that going to be a reflection onto you? You, even though can do the absolute best work right to the specs of it, if there is a problem on that job site, and if a contractor is cutting corners, trust me, there's going to be a problem on that job site. You will get drawn into it. Now, if you guys want to hear another story about how I got sued for work that I did not even have anything to do with and lost, let me know in the comments down below and I will put that into another video for you guys. But this one is about a shady contractor and how a shady contractor can bring you into some shady deals without you ever wanting to do it. So if you ever find yourself in this situation, it's better to walk away. Working with a bad contractor always hurts even the best contractors just by sheer being around them.
I'll be dipped. I can't believe it. This one's coming apart considerably better than that side. It is also like half the size, I suppose, but a win is a win. We're gonna take it.
I was Sam on this one. I love every single one of God's animals that he's ever created, plus all of the bugs, except for those things. They creep me the flip out. And the worst thing that's ever happened to me, and they bite too. And one time when I woke up in the morning, I was all stiff and I could barely move, and I was doing my stretches and I had my legs all the way out and trying to touch my toes. One of them big frickers ran straight out from beneath my pants and crawled right at me. Anytime I see them things, I kill them. But that's not the worst thing that ever happened. One time I was coming back from, I think it was Costa Rica or something, and I got off from one of the planes, and I'm just walking and talking with a bunch of people, and all of a sudden a giant freaking cockroach crawls out from my shirt, and it's not like going slow, it's like in panic mode, so it's like all over me. I am in the middle of the airport jumping up and down because I do not know what the hell is crawling all over me, and that that cockroach had to be about that big, because it was not one of our local ones from around here. It was one of those tropical ones that gets to eat 24/7 day and night and not get froze out in the wintertime. But those 1,000-leggers, that's the one critter in my book that if I see him, I'm ending.
Alright, we got the old wall is out. Man, that was a whole lot easier than the other one. We were chipping away at that side over there for a day, and it was not fun. So we're gonna get this cleaned up, and then over here, I think it's gonna be a little 2-foot wall with the return staircase, and then shooting out to the road. This little bit right here is going to be a little goofy. We're just going to have to figure it out on the fly. There ain't nothing wrong with that though.
All right, guys. Well, there's more to this project coming up because we completely rebuild that other retaining wall and get a new driveway installed for this homeowner. But some of you guys were asking about the last project we were on, that big school retaining wall that was damaged by the asphalt contractor. You wanted to see how that project went? Well, here's an overview of that one. Even though the wall did get damaged by another contractor, I still think it looks pretty good. But what do you guys think of this project? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you happen to miss that video, go back to a couple weeks ago and you'll see where it's whose fault is it? You decide. That video showcases where the wall was damaged and how it was damaged and how we repaired it. So you can catch up with that one, but here's the finished view of how that project went. But make sure you hit that subscribe button and come back for more, because we're going to be diving back into today's project and wrapping this one up for you before moving on to another really cool project that we have got in the works even as we speak. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you took some knowledge nuggets away, because that's what I'm aiming for. And God bless you guys, and go get them. We'll catch you on another one.
Alright, well that's that. On to the next one. I'm pretty sure there's another wall. And then I'm pretty sure another wall after that. And then maybe a patio. I kind of walled out for the season, if I'm being honest. Anyways, catch you guys on the next one.